Hi everyone, it's a bit late where I am. It's almost 12 o'clock, so I have to be a bit quiet. But we're going to check in Capcom's showcase at E3 2021. Let's go. See what they have in store for us. Hopefully something good. Oh, here we go. Oh. Solid. Yeah. Does the job.
Welcome to the Capcom E3 Showcase. I'm your host, Rachel Querico, aka Seltzer, and I'll be your guide as we walk through the latest releases, news, and updates from Capcom. We'll hear from the Resident Evil Village team, share some news from the world of Monster Hunter, and get the latest on Ace Attorney. Then we'll wrap up with some updates from our friends at Capcom Fighters. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Our first stop today, Resident Evil Village. The Resident Evil franchise continues to pioneer the latest and greatest in survival horror. The team has been blown away by the response to Resident Evil Village, which launched last month. It brought the world another chapter in this decades-long story as the franchise celebrates its 25th anniversary this year. I'm honored to be able to introduce Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on Resident Evil Village, with a special message for the fans. Another time. Bye-bye.
Just wanted to raise.
There's nothing to fear.
Where's Rose? She's everything to me.
Oh no! I haven't played it.
You left things in my hands.
I haven't completed it yet.
Rest now.
Wait. Or is it okay? Is it okay?
Hi everyone, my name is Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on Resident Evil Village. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank everyone who's played since we launched the game in May. We hope you're enjoying this new chapter in survival horror. As a reminder, everyone who purchases Resident Evil Village will gain free access to our online multiplayer title, Resident Evil Re:Verse, where players go head-to-head with their favorite Resident Evil heroes and bioweapons. I'm now happy to announce that Resident Evil Re:Verse will go live next month across all supported platforms. So head into the fray to celebrate the Resident Evil 25th anniversary.
Okay. No spoilers, please. An additional DLC for Resident Evil Village. More info later. Wow, great. As I said, I haven't completed it yet, but it seems amazing so far.
Next up, some long-awaited news from the world of Monster Hunter. Whether it's adventuring alongside monsters or battling them with friends, we've got something for you. First, let's dive into the brand new story-based RPG entry to the series, Monster Hunter Stories 2: Wings of Ruin.
Let's see.
This was his fate. Red may have been strong and skilled, but against the awesome power of nature, he was merely a man. He never stood a chance.
All around, things just kept getting worse. But I heard that Guardian Ratha had survived and returned to Hekolu Island. I went there to see Red.
I like the art style. Oh.
Then, of course, that's when I met you.
You were given Red's kinship stone and now a Rathalos egg. This is destiny.
Okay.
This is the legendary monster, Wing Ratha, the monster with the wings of ruin.
It's said that a beat of its wings can bring about waves of destruction.
Many people believe there's a connection between the strange happenings and the wings of ruin. The pits are appearing everywhere, and they're emitting a strange light.
Shit. Is it a turn-based game? What?
What's this whole idea of forming kinship with monsters? How do you control them?
It's not about control.
True.
Monsters help riders of their own will. And the bonds between monsters
Almost
and
like...
riders are just like your bond with Tsukino.
What kind of power does Ratha really have? Why are all of these pits appearing? And who are those people who want to take Ratha for themselves? All I have are questions.
If there's worry or doubt in your voice, Ratha will become anxious too. He needs to know that you will protect him no matter what.
I can sense the flames of his life force weakening. The burden of such great power is too much for his body to bear.
Okay.
A voice. Can you hear it?
Riders can bond with monsters. Surely you can groove with fellow humans.
They have the power of kinship. They're friends. They're monsties. Humans carry the strength of everyone they meet. That makes them strong. My friends here taught me that. I believe in the strength of humanity.
Monsties. I was interested. I was. Monsties. Fucking monsties. No. Otherwise it seems quite fun. I like the art style. That's about it. New monster. Okay. Yeah, we get it. Move the fuck on. Thank you.
Looks pretty epic, right? And how about that announcement?
Yeah, all the DLC.
The canine companion Palamute from Monster Hunter Rise will be joining Monster Hunter Stories 2 as one of the new monsties in the first free title update coming soon after the game's release. You can get an early peek at the game with the Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin trial version starting on June 25th, which also carries your progress over to the full game release just a few weeks later on July 9th. That's not the only way to join the hunt. Millions of you made Monster Hunter Rise a huge success earlier this year, and we have even more content coming, including a new collaboration on the Rise. Let's find out more.
On the Rise.
Let's go!
It seems quite fun, this game.
Is no runt. Moon's blessing emerge. Get ready.
What?
I have a good feeling. What will it be? Moon's blessing emerge.
I mean, okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. A lot of downloadable content. Seems to have gone... This game seems to have sold very well. Many people still play it to this day. Not anything for me, I think. I would just get too involved.
Is like my second home.
Wouldn't be able to drop it, I think, maybe. So I think it's for the best that I don't really get into it all that much. But yeah, it seems quite fun.
There has never been a better time to be a Monster Hunter fan. With all the new updates to Monster Hunter Rise and the launch of Monster Hunter Stories 2 this summer. We can't wait to hear about your own stories of adventure. Well, that's not the only thing Capcom has in store for us this July. Fans of Phoenix Wright will have new chapters to explore with the release of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. North American and European future attorneys will finally be able to get their hands on the Great Ace Attorney Adventures and the Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve, which were previously only available in Japan.
Wow,
We'll travel back in time
nice.
to the late 19th century Japan and London to play as Ryunosuke Naruhodo, Phoenix Wright's ancestor, in this action-packed prequel. Now, let's hear more about the story.
So then, let us unravel this mystery. Welcome to the
Quite a slick
centre of the world.
presentation.
Great Britain's mighty capital, London.
This country is incredible. I will become a lawyer. I have to.
I like the setting. Yes, a fucking katana.
Unravel this mystery and discover what events led to this curious murder. Who are you? Herlock shows. You must have
Herlock show.
We must solve this case, Naruhodo-san.
So good.
Let us engage in the art of deduction, Mr. Naruhodo. Well, what have we here?
I think I'm going to check
Would
this out,
seem the
actually.
truth is now tantalizingly close.
The defense
Video
demands
case.
its right to a cross-examination.
Check the chat next in this.
Objection! Your testimony completely contradicts the facts.
Yep.
Objection! My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage!
Wow.
You're
Yeah.
the best lawyer in the world.
Okay. It seems nice.
So
July
we have
27th.
10 new cases and 8 mini escapades where you can take on the role of a defense attorney. Now, we all want to see some gameplay, right? Let's take a closer first look at 2 gameplay features new to the franchise in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles: Dance of Deduction and Summation Examination.
Okay. I like to
Hello,
think
I'm Jonathan,
quite a bit.
Capcom's marketing brand manager for the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
So this is the capital of Great Britain.
We just saw
The
this.
Supreme Court in Whitehall, if you wouldn't mind.
The Capcom team is thrilled to present 2 new gameplay features, Dance of Deduction and Summation Examination, coming to the Ace Attorney series.
What does it mean?
While investigating to prove your client's innocence, players will come across conspicuous situations that require further examination with the help of Ryunosuke's legal aid Susato and the brilliance of deduction from Detective Herlock.
Herlock.
Herlock will proceed to present his logic and reasoning spectacular, a grandiose yet flawed series of conjectures.
En villa. Sorry. Yeah. What?
Ryunosuke and Susato will then discuss to correct the flaws in Herlock's deductions.
Okay.
At this point, players will be prompted to search for clues that help identify the errors in the detective's logic and reveal the truth to the mystery.
That's nice. Yeah,
as players
probably
present
a woman.
new evidence and observations, Herlock will amend his deductions based on the new information. Upon uncovering the truth, Ryunosuke and Herlock enter into a semi-metaphorical, semi-literal dance that brings them to the conclusion of the dance of deduction.
Nope, it's not a man at all. You're a woman. I'm still very much in her youth. Oh no, you're right. Okay. Okay, so are we going to see the entire case or what? Elementary. Yep. No, I've seen the case.
In courtroom battles, players will attempt to convince 6 jurors of the innocence of their client. Their progress will be displayed and represented by 2 scales of justice, one black, representing a guilty verdict, and one white, representing a not guilty verdict.
Objection!
In summation examination, take the stand to face off against the jurors, all of whom provide explanations as to why they've reached their guilty verdict.
Okay.
You'll have to identify conflicting statements and sway the jury in your favor. Examine each statement carefully and select 2 contradicting jurors to call out the flaws in their logic.
Objection!
Be ready to provide evidence from the court record to help prove the contradiction in their claims. When you successfully point out one of these contradictions among the jurors, you might just change their minds, too. With a slam of their fist, each juror you persuade will send a fiery ball towards the scales above and literally tip the scales of justice in your favor. Bring each contradiction to light and persuade the jury to help prove your client's innocence.
Objection! My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage!
This has just been a small taste of the exciting new gameplay features in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. We are very excited to get this game in the hands of both new fans and diehard fans.
How do you say?
Thanks for watching.
Think a bit, not just.
It already seems like I have a bunch of games to catch up on. There are some exciting new adventures and titles to look forward to. Well, that's a look at the new premieres from Capcom, but what about esports? Let's close out today's showcase with a few words from 2 of the stars of Capcom Fighters, Rob TV and Vicious. They'll tell us what's been going on with Capcom esports, including updates on the Capcom Pro Tour, Intel World Open, Street Fighter League, and all the other content on Capcom Fighters.
I'm tired of the 5th
Over
game,
to you guys.
It's trash. It's the worst one in a long time. It's fine now, but...
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Capcom esports presentation for E3 2021. My name is Vicious, commentator for the Capcom Pro Tour as well as Street Fighter League, here with competitive Street Fighter V player and host extraordinaire Hollywood.
Damn.
Rob TV. What's going on, Rob?
Oh my
Damn.
goodness, Vicious. Host extraordinaire. That just sounds beautiful. It has a ring to it. And I think that's the perfect word to describe what we have for everyone today. Street Fighter V, Capcom E3. It just feels right and you feel the electricity in the air.
Nice!
Nice!
What? That was nasty!
And there might be some people at home, Vicious, who don't fully know
fun to
what
watch.
competitive Street Fighter V is. The long and the short of it is this. We travel all around the world, state to state, country to country, and we try to bring our opponent's life bar from 100 all the way down to 0 and feel pretty goddamn good doing it.
That's right, Rob. If you think you're the best in your region, sign up for Capcom Pro Tour to prove it and become possibly a world champion at Street Fighter V.
The double perfect, the way he looked at the camera.
Yikes! Don't ever expect another man's controller.
So in this year's CPT overall, it's a series of tournaments that have $5,000 on the line for each tournament, but
that's
that money alone,
crazy.
that's not what's really at stake here. It's about making it to the granddaddy of them all, Capcom Cup.
Yep.
Item just reset in grand finals of Capcom Cup.
So behind
it's pretty hype actually,
in
but
all of its glory, the
I felt like the core game was better.
2021 official stage and set, and that's a place that you are very, very familiar
throw in some Red
That's
Bull.
right, we take all of our events and broadcast it live from this stage, and we check out all of the top competitors from each and every one of these regions. And speaking of, the Capcom Pro Tour has shaped up a lot. 2021, we have 32 events going on in the Capcom Pro Tour, spanning across 19 different territories. So there's so many opportunities for players from around
That's
the
impressive.
world to get that ticket into
I like
Capcom
that.
Cup this season. I'm absolutely excited because, again, that is a big change from what 2020 was into what we could expect for 2021.
And Marco is your first qualifier for Japan for the Capcom.
That doesn't even look like Cammy. What the fuck?
Capcom Pro Tour live
She
on the
had no
Capcom Fighters
clothes.
channel. You can do so on a plethora of platforms. We have it on Twitch.
See, that's the
YouTube,
issue. Come on.
Twitter, and Facebook. Of course, if you
We don't
catch
want
it
to be
live,
dead
you
or
can
alive.
check out the VODs for all the competitive studying you would need to become a successful Street Fighter V player, as well as catching some of the community-focused content that we have on Capcom Fighters. We have No Neutral, the official pre-show of the Capcom Pro Tour. We have sets where we take players from around the world and play off in an exhibition first to 10. Not only that, actually, we do have Street Fighter League that's happened season after season, non-stop action, 6 teams of 3, duke it out in this battle tournament series to see who will walk away with the championship and the $150,000 prize pool.
Street Fighter League is something that you don't want to miss because normally we only have 1v1 content, but now you actually have your teammates at your back and every decision that you make is not just about you anymore.
Look for more news on Street Fighter League later
That's
this year.
cool.
It's Oki time. What's gonna happen?
Nice.
He checks it. He checks the movement. What's happening?
It's so good.
Let's not forget, the Intel World Opening is happening right now. Top players representing 11 regions around the world are competing for their place in the World Finals happening next month. Be sure to check out the official website for more information, including current standings and broadcast schedule.
To commemorate this event, everyone who logged in during this period will receive an exclusive competitor title and dojo object. You do not want to miss this.
I highly recommend everyone to stay tuned for future Capcom Pro Tour
Actually, the
updates on
dojo
Capcom Fighters channel.
And again, we've had
part
so many
would have
events
been
so far. We
so
started off
damn
with the
interesting
Japan
if only
region.
it
We've had a
was
couple of more events
expanded upon a little bit
afterwards,
more.
but the action does not stop. In fact, we're going to be continuing off with the Midwest region for the Capcom
Like imagine
Pro Tour.
if
I know
you
you're
could
definitely
choose
excited about that.
customize if you
100%.
wanted the
of course, your
roof,
boy is
if you
from
wanted
Ohio.
windows,
Make
if
sure
you
guys
wanted
tune in to see the
what
tournament.
kind of
You do not
floor you
wanna miss
wanted,
Some of the best
everything.
Street Fighter
That
V
would have
players
been
in the
fun.
world compete head to head.
No swearing. That would have been freaking cool.
Five better Street Fighter. I dare you. This is a game about being a world warrior.
Seku is cool. Seku, Yuri, and what's her name?
This game has changed the lives of so many.
The Ice Woman? Colleen, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Those are great.
I told you it's gonna go to the limit, and I ain't lying to beat.
This is the ultimate Street Fighter V experience.
Pretty hype.
This is Capcom Pro Tour.
And to be fair, Street Fighter 5 actually
it's been a really exciting season
has
so
improved
far,
a lot,
and I can't wait to see how this plays out on the road to Capcom
I hope they
Cup.
can
Remember
learn
to check
from the
out
launch
Capcom Fighters Twitch and YouTube channels for more
with
information and to
Street
watch
Fighter
the latest
6.
matches.
That will
So
be
that's a wrap for Capcom at
great.
E3 this year. Let's recap what we all saw. Resident Evil Village is back with the latest installment of the survival horror experience and RE-verse as part of the franchise's 25th anniversary. We have new adventures to embark on in the world of Monster Hunter with Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin, and Monster Hunter Rise. And don't forget to go back in time with the great Ace Attorney Chronicles to tap into the family history of Phoenix Wright and solve new cases.
Strong.
Finally, don't miss out on the esports fun. Make sure you catch the latest matches with Capcom Fighters. There really is something for everyone here today. But don't go anywhere yet. Join the conversation on Twitter and make sure you check out the Capcom virtual booth on the E3 portal to watch all these videos again and more. I'm Rachel Querico, aka Seltzer. Thank you for being part of the Capcom experience at E3 this year.
Was that it? Well, well, I can go to bed earlier today. That was so lackluster. 4 things? Street Fighter, Ace, Monster Hunter World, Resident Evil Village. Damn, man. Show us something. Okay. I was most interested in Ace Attorney. I haven't played those games at all. I've heard they're pretty good fun. And yeah, I'm looking forward to them. The other stuff, kinda meh. Monster Hunter World or Monster Hunter at all doesn't interest me because I've chosen not to play those games. They are not for me. Street Fighter, I've played a lot of Street Fighter in my days, but I was disappointed in the direction the 5th game were going in, and I lost interest. And Resident Evil I haven't played completely yet. That was a short showcase. Half an hour. Yeah. Yeah. Disappointing. Grade. Capcom had a shorter showcase. And they had some quality stuff, like all the games are fantastic, but nothing really new to show, and that's why it drags it down very much. Nothing new to show equals no bueno. Especially at E3, but a lot of people are saving it for the Game Awards nowadays, so I guess that's why. Thank you for watching. What did you think about it? Who won? I think Xbox has won the showcase so far. So we'll see if Nintendo brings it up a notch tomorrow. Or when I'm filming this, it's tomorrow. When it's released, it's probably today. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great one. I'll see you guys in my next video. Like and subscribe. See ya.